Last round, we got to see a little bit more on the casual side of the competitive community, but we are jumping right into it with 2 seasoned players. One moment, I gotta update the, Alright, both of them opting for the immediate spike ball. If you're trying to ramp up the difficulty, that is the way. Not a bad idea, I like that. Very good. Gotta be precise in the timing of your jump. When there isn't that block there above to hit your head on, it's really easy to get screwed over by the corners. Oh, and immediately a 5-block Kiata Masrock hitting it, no problem. Why? There we go. Vid struggling a little bit to get into this gap, but instead he says, screw it, I'll just do a 3 wide. Makes the 5-block Kiata as well, no issue. I gotta say, I did some sifting through the bracket ahead of time, and of all the sets in round 2, this one felt to me like it was gonna be the most interesting. Close skills at play. Masrock with a wonderful build there, just blocking off that 3 wide, forcing Vid to go through the spring. Now, me personally, I think if you really want to get the most bang for your buck with a build like that, it's probably best to add some sort of hazard to that spring. Make it so that, like, if you mess up, you die. Because if you're going to block off Vid's path, right now you're giving him all the more time to practice it before it becomes lethal. Neither of them have a really strong idea of how to do this. Masrock getting through, though. Vid. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Now, I gotta say, I would have expected Vid to be the stronger player going into this. Not by a lot, but Vid has won tournaments in the past. He won the Arcadian bracket a few years ago. And wow, Masrock. Masrock is a good guy, telling his opponent how to win. One moment. Alright. Neither player. Oh, wow. Good idea by Masrock. If my eyes don't deceive me, I feel like that probably forces a light quick jump into that gap. Let me see. You might be able to get enough speed, but I think that's probably... We'll see. Great mortar placement. Already, this is pretty difficult, but Vid, no problem. This to me feels like the type of setup that dictates the pace of the match. If Vid gets this early on, which he does, can he do the rest of the level? If Vid scores this early, I mean, it's going to be extremely difficult, but Vid! Can he do it twice? Oh my goodness. Is Vid with another opportunity here. Maybe he'll see. He does. But he misses the coyote. Final life. Wow, Vid really, really good at that setup. time pressure just yet. But if I'm Vid, I think he is panicking a little bit here. In situations like this, you really wanna take your time and just make sure you're going for the good alignment, because if you're just trying to do the setup as many times as possible, I think it's likely that something comes up. Round ending. Vid, can he get it done? Or will the panic overcome? Hold the jump button, Vid! Wow. Now, I know I said earlier that Masrock should probably wait to add those wires on the left side of the spring. But hey, when you're wrong, when you're wrong, you're wrong. Those springs just saved Masrock's life. Coming back from a point deficit this early on would be exceptionally difficult. Ooh, I love this placement by Vid. Forcing instead a timed Kiata jump. Oh, wow. Do my eyes deceive me? It looks like they've set up a half-block jump. Will they see the alignment? Vid doesn't. Masrock does. Oh my god, wait, does Vid still not see it? Wow, Masrock is a good guy. He is not afraid of showing his hand. Letting Vid know which cards he's got. But regardless, Vid out of lives. We have an opportunity. I would say of the two of them, Masrock looked a lot more confident and put together with the second half of the map. So there's a good chance we get a point here. Masrock knows what's at stake. There's a little bit of panic in this movement. You can see it. Good idea. Going for the crouch, giving yourself all the more time to set up. Definitely the way you want to go about doing this. Wow, Masrock loses his patience, takes the risk, but still hits it. And he hits the coyote. This arrow is the only thing standing between Masrock and a point advantage, and he does it. Amazing stuff. Wow. Vid locking off the alignment? I gotta say, that is a crazy placement. That is a crazy placement. Forcing an organic half-block jump like that is crazy work. I think maybe Vid wants to try just going through the gap directly. Wow. It says no alignment, no problem. That is crazy impressive. I think he's gonna take it right back. Gets through. He gets the coyote. And I don't think there's much here. There are the arrows. This has the potential. In a moment of high pressure, something like that can kill you, but Vid does not succumb. We are tied up. Oh, wow. This entire match is really revolving around how they force the difficulty in this first setup. Because there's definitely difficult sections in the latter half, but Vid really confident on that first setup. If he can force his path, he's in a fantastic position. Masrock opting to add that block. I understand the idea, but I feel like there's a little bit of a risk. Personally, I think the best bet is probably forcing the difficulty that you like rather than making it a little bit easier. But Masrock has already proven me wrong in this game, so I'm not going to complain. Wow, Masrock going for an interesting alignment setup there. done. Is he gonna get this one? Masrock gets through, but it looks like Vid's gonna score here. The pressure is on. Okay, a lot of the difficulty was gutted from this section, and I feel like Masrock is good at the end, but with pressure like this, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him fail. Let's find out. Gets the coyote. Good job waiting on that block. Not letting that arrow potentially time you out. This is a pivotal moment. And he makes it. This is a battle. Oh my goodness. Just 6 rounds remaining. I like the idea of that arrow. I don't know that Masrock had the confidence to go for it. But in my eyes, Vid historically is a party mode player, whereas Masrock is a distinguished speedrunner. Placing that arrow that forces you to do that half block landing quickly is exactly the type of thing that I think would favor him very much. Making it through quickly. Masrock not too far behind. Wow. Oh my goodness. Vid immediately going for that pinch with the spring. And Masrock hitting it. Okay, this setup has a lot of potential to determine the outcome of this game. 3 cycles all beside each other. Masrock says no problem. He sees through the matrix. He sees that timing. Masrock putting on the pressure. Vid still has 2 lives, and there's a good chance he scores here, but let's find out. Well done. I think both players are doing a really good job of balancing the difficulty so far. Because from my perspective, they're able to make it to the finish with a decently high consistency, but it's not so consistent that they aren't dying here. I do think it's a little bit risky with how little of the game is left. You know, leaving it up to a single point in the end could spell disaster. I think setting up the type of difficulty that you in particular are strong at is exactly what both of them need to be gearing for right now. Wow. Masrock misses the line that he was going for, but he gets the save at the end. That is huge. Both of them getting the pinch. Let's see. Is there going to be any issue with this timing here? Masrock presses right a little bit too early, and Vid is all alone. Wow, that ice really makes that coyote difficult. Vid fresh out of lives. This could be the set-defining moment. Wow, and he makes it even with the ice. The coyote was not enough. This added mortar puts on a little bit of time pressure. Could it be enough, or is Masrock gonna get this? Impressive. 4 rounds left. Vid, 1 point behind. I gotta say, from the gameplay I have seen so far, it feels to me like Vid struggles more with pressure. You can kind of see in his little movements how, like, you know, whenever the timer came up earlier with that spring, he found it a lot more difficult to slow himself down and think about what he was doing. Whereas Masrock has a lot of confidence. So heading in, you know, 4 rounds remaining, Masrock up. The pressure is on Vid now. So this match is all about, can Vid overcome the issue that he has with handling the pressure. Looking good so far, taking his time. I like it. Okay. This is a key out of jump, but I don't think any jump height is forced. Wow, Vid bailing out, going for the 2-frame jump height there. That is impressive. That is impressive. Vid getting the coyote jump, compensating appropriately for the failure he had last time, jumping a lot later. Okay, but this is a big setup at the end now. This is not easy by any means. Now I wonder, are we gonna see Vid go over the spike ball, or is he gonna go for the dance shuffle? He goes over and makes it. Masrock, the pressure is on, buddy. You are on your last life. Can you keep Vid from scoring and tying up this game? Pressure's on, but the confidence is still there. Look at these movements. Oh, but Masrock, he jumps just a little bit too late. That ice proving to be his own undoing. Vid evens it up. Unbelievable. Just 3 turns left, and it is this close. Masrock setting up a crouch. Let's see what crouch tech he's familiar with, because that could potentially be a big setup. But I'm not so sure. Wow, Vid. Setting up some straight precision with the timing pressure for the mortar. That's very old school. I like it. Masrock. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the way he's opting to go for that precision. Personally, I feel like wall jumping out and then landing in that gap is kind of a difficult way of going about it. I think Vid's taking a more measured approach here, going for the standard NST from that wall jump out, coming close, but not enough. All right, Vid. All eyes are on you. Just barely missing the NST. I gotta say, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Masrock's body blocking the visuals was the little difference that made Vid just barely miss that. Let's see. Is Masrock going to adjust his approach, or is he going to be going for that same? It looks like he's going directly for the NST. I think that that's the right move. Now, there's a lot of intricacy. I hope I don't come off too technical here. Never mind that Masrock. He got the precision, but dies to the timing. Vid! This is unbelievable. I feel like both of these players are so good at this level now that I feel like the first person who makes it through this NST is likely to be the winner. But both of them not getting through. One round remaining. That is a big change. Oh, but wait. I love that placement from Vid. I think a great strategy in general is if somebody opts to remove the difficulty that existed before, it's not always the best idea to place it back directly. Sometimes you can find a lot of success in creating something new, you know? Something similar, but something new from the remains of the setup that you had before. And already, it looks like Masrock is not very comfortable with that spin jump. Vid, however, this could be it. I am on the edge of my seat right now. Oh my goodness. Vid was a little bit off with his timing, but it doesn't matter. He still had just enough leniency to get over the spike ball without dying. Masrock, now of all times, he makes it 2. Are you kidding me? The last round. Tied 2-2. 1 point remaining for someone to win. Both of them on their last lives. And now is when they decide to clutch up and make it through. I'm not believing what I'm seeing. Vid has made it through this part before. Is this going to be it? Masrock waiting patiently. Oh my goodness. Vid dies but gets the post-mortem. Are you kidding me? Wow. I was not expecting to have a set like that this early. That was crazy. So back and forth. Vid takes it 3-2, scoring on the last round. I honest to God, I can count on one hand the number of sets I have ever seen that were that close. Good stuff to both players. Definitely excited to see what they bring us in the rest of the bracket. For now, we're going to be taking a quick break while I set up the next match.